Hey everybody, welcome back. And this is the part 2 of the last video I did, which was the unboxing of this ceiling fan. And now we have the testing. So obviously I've hung it up and I've assembled it and everything. This is the Montgomery Wards Evergo floral hugger ceiling fan with the lighted housing. And yeah, I got this one brand new in the box last week. Actually, it was right on. Was it? No, it was a few days after first New Year's Day. But yeah. So this was the first fan I technically got collected this year, so far. And yeah, I unboxed it in my last video. If you haven't seen that yet, I will link it in the description, of course. And now I have it hung and everything. I did use the original uh, light bulbs that came with it, the ones that were in the packaging in the box. Those were the ones that were available, and I don't think I have any 25-watt bulbs that would fit. And they work, so looks really nice. You can't really see the floral design on the side glass housing with it lit up like that, but I will show it to you up close after testing for a better view. But it is a really nice, really pretty effect. I like it a lot. Um, Not the first lighted housing fan I've tested on this channel, but the only one I do own at the time. Well, actually, no, that's not true. I'll get in that. That's for a topic to be discussed in the future. But anyways, yeah. So this is model number. It says so on the manual. It says two different things, and I'll show the manual after testing as well. But it says it's model number 42,300-52. And it says that like up here in the upper right hand corner. But handwritten at the bottom, it says it is model number 52-inch 4E-6 CBLWP3 5 or S. I think it's a 5. So that's kind of interesting. I wonder, I didn't take a look at the actual tag on top of the mounting bracket of the motor, so I'll have to look at that when I take it down to see what it says on there. It probably says something different, but and I'll put that in the description when I do. But yeah, this one, as you probably saw in my last unboxing video, it has the orange cast iron motor. It has the blades are teak, but they have plexiglass inserts with the floral design on them, and they are like they go all the way through the blade, like they're cut see-through, I guess, so to speak, even though they're opaque or translucent, not transparent. But yeah, it does have the double pull chains there, one for the light and one for the fan, and the one closer to the camera is for the light, the one further is for the fan. And those pull chain extensions did come in the box with it, which I think I showed. Might have showed only one of them, but both of them came with the fan. Yeah, so I guess I'll now go ahead and start the fan up, but first I'm going to turn the lighted housing off, so let's start it up on high. And one thing I find really interesting is these are usually known to be pretty noisy, but this one is pretty much dead silent. So maybe just because it was new in the box, but I don't know. I've heard of other, like, seen other brand new in the box ones that ran loud straight out of the box, so who knows. Yeah, it's really quiet and it flies. I definitely would consider installing this one somewhere. Medium. There's a little bit of vibration, like buzzing, that I think is coming from the blades. I might need to tighten the blades to the arms up a little more, but there is really no motor noise at all. It's just wind noise. And down to low. And even like my, the concave scalloped housing hugger that I have, the other Evergo, with the orange motor, that one's noisy as hell. That one was new, or that not new, used. Got that one from my favorite salvage store. But yeah, that one has the same motor as this one. And then the remote controlled GE vent that I have, the ornate GE vent, has the same motor. And that one that we all know is noisy because of the speed control system. But then I also have the non-remote controlled ornate one, which I think that one's also pretty noisy as well. So I think this is my first one of these with the orange motor that's actually silent. It's not the slowest low speed, but yeah, it's more of a functional low. Still feel the air from it. Great. Sure doesn't take long for it to get back up to speed. And spin down. Okay, that wasn't, that was an okay spin down time. I feel like it could be improved if I ran it a little bit to kind of break in the bearings. Because of course it's been sitting new in the box for however many years. But, yeah, also these are kind of a hit or miss with bearings, I think, because I've had some where the bearings are dreadful, and I've had others where the bearings are great. So, I'm gonna flip it to reverse now, and this one also has an upside down reverse switch, which is interesting, and that's obviously from the factory. Started on low, in reverse. Seems like it's quieter. The buzzing vibration isn't as bad. And now, show the fan up close. So yeah, obviously it's in mint condition, being that it was new in the box. Really nice and shiny, polished brass finish. And they also came in antique brass as well. We've seen them in antique brass. Don't recall if I don't think they came in any other finishes other than brass and or polished brass, antique brass. But yeah, teak blades. I'm pretty sure. I don't think these are. I think they're just faux. But the plexiglass inserts, which you can see through. They're just like double-sided. The blades themselves are double-sided, like with the cutouts. And it looks like they just stuck two together, I think, two halves. Just stuck this in the middle. The nice flower design, and then it's the same design on the motor housing. And also, I'll turn the light kit or the lighted housing on for you so you can see the glass lit up in all its glory. I like how it shines out a little bit through the motor opening as well. That's pretty cool. And a little bit through the sides of these openings. So the way that you change the bulbs is whichever one is burned out, you take the two screws off and you remove this plate. I think you either push it in or pull it. Maybe you push it in and like have to push it to the side. I don't know. I haven't messed with those yet. But then again, I'm just gonna probably be taking it back down and putting it back in the box anyways. So yeah, like I said in the last video, it has the opening plates for the bulbs and then two GE vents, and it's 4 sets of 2 GE vents around there, and 4 of those opening I'm not sure what to call those, access hatches for the bulbs, I guess. Yeah, so, and then of course the pull chain for the fan has the classic Evergo green sticker, which tells you about starting the fan on high, and then there's also the reverse switch, the sticker under there, that tells you to turn it off before switching it to reverse. Yeah, and then the last thing is I want to show you guys the manual, which I did not show fully in the last video, the unboxing videos. Actually, I'll put it on the box here. And I did show you the front before, but this is the Decorator Ceiling Fan. And there's the model number that I mentioned and the other handwritten one. Specifications. And then if you guys want to read anything, you can just go ahead and pause. Blocking the light. They call it the lamp hole cover. That's what they call those plates. Alright, and then on the back side, which I kind of did show you in the last video. Oh, this is pretty cool. Montgomery Wards parts and service. Oops, I guess they were kind of like Sears with their parts, which is why I thought this diagram looked rather familiar when I saw it. The parts diagram with literally every single piece down to the screw, which is pretty neat. I guess back in the day, you could, if you lost a part or something got broken, you could just call up Montgomery Wards and like order a replacement glass housing if it broke, or a motor if it burned up or something. So yeah, Sears used to do this with all their appliances. I remember our washer and dryer set old Kenmore at our old house had the parts lists with them, which we'd ended up using many times. So yeah, so that's the manual, and of course I showed you the box in the last video. But I think that is just about it for this one. So that is the Montgomery Wards Evergo Decorator Ceiling Fan, the Floral Lighted Housing Hugger Ceiling Fan. So thank you guys so much for watching as always, and I'll see you in the next video.